Halo guys, kembali lagi di channel BadRush. Jadi hari ini kita akan lanjut lagi ya story quest di event apa ini? Parade of Providence, kayaknya nama eventnya itu apa sih? Iya, Parade of Providence. Jadi kita akan lanjut lagi untuk story questnya dulu ya. Jadi seperti yang kita rencanakan kemarin, kita akan nyelesain story questnya dulu. Setelah semua beres, baru entar ke Dori dulu ya. Kecuali kalau ternyata story questnya membutuhkan word questnya Dori. Kan kemarin di ini juga kan ada word questnya Dori yang soal ada apa namanya? Ada sesuatu di belakang lah gitu sama Dori ya. Insiden dari 20 tahun yang lalu. Nah, kecuali kalau ternyata harus selesaiin ini dulu. Tapi ya kita lihat aja nanti, yang penting kita akan fokus story quest dulu. Oke. Story quest dulu, setelah story questnya beres, baru ntar si Dori, baru setelah Dori juga selesai, baru ntar kita nyobain semua mini gamesnya. Oke. So langsung aja kita mulai story questnya biar tidak lama ya. Let's go, beginning and endings. Operator operations like 2 competence on the science. Jadi hari kedua lombanya ada di ini ya. Di mana itu? Di Aru Village ya, di gurun pasir lombanya. So ya langsung aja. Jam 10 pagi kita mulai. Mana kok belum? Langsung ke Aru Village dulu aja, oke? Let's go. Gua nggak tahu, kemarin kan kita ketemu Layla, dan Layla yang berhasil dapetin kupu-kupunya. Gua nggak tahu kalau misal ternyata kita ketemu misal bukan Taina, retailer kan juara satu, misal ketemu siapa yang lah, misal ketemu Saino atau ketemu the head guy, ntar poinnya bakal ke mereka apa enggak, gue juga nggak tahu sih. Yang jelas kemarin kita ketemunya Layla, ya udah kita ngobrol sama Layla, ternyata Layla yang dapet ininya guys, apa namanya, dapat dapat ininya, dapat poinnya ya, atau dapat kupu-kupunya ya. Jadi kemarin kalau diurutin Tinari nomor 1, nomor 2 akhirnya poinnya dikasih ke Farusan karena nggak boleh 2 orang dibagi ya, terus posisi ketiga si Layla. Nah sekarang kita akan cari tahu lomba apa selanjutnya, oke?
We should prepare while we can, then make a preemptive strike against the enemy.
Oke, kita ke sub venue. Pakai traveler deh. Oke, harus sampai. Lomba apa nih yang kedua? Para peserta sudah berkumpul.
Is it me or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round?
Makin mata pandai aja.
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the championship out of my head. And before I know it, it's morning again.
I know the feeling. That happens to me too when I'm agonizing over my blueprints.
Do you have any tips for dealing with that?
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix and can only be endured. I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no effective cure, so you just have to let things run their course. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, okay. You do your best too.
Looks like everyone's here.
Anjir.
I will now explain the second round to you all.
Oke, ronde
There are
kedua.
3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru village.
Oke.
These devices can imitate the effects of ley line disruption
Okay.
and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down.
Oke, untuk matiin mesin itu.
The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly.
Oke, urutannya nomor 1 4 poin, 2 3 poin, 3 2
Note
poin.
that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in
Oke,
disqualification.
terus yang meninggalkan area lomba di disk ya, dan cuma boleh bawa makanan seadanya lah.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again?
Pengen
I shall
ini gabung
consider letting
lagi.
you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties. I doubt this will be particularly difficult.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place. Let's see who will find these devices first.
Oke, jadi
Aside
harus
from us,
cari
you should
mesin
remember
itu
that there's a
terus
favorite for
dimatiin. Nah.
champion. We must be careful of him.
A favorite to win? Who is it?
Tinari ya,
Not so loud.
ya kan? Ya.
I mean that boy
Favorit
Tanari.
juara anjir.
He took first place in the
Pinter.
previous round. And if he does so again this time, we may as well declare this competition over. I heard that you solved the Vidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long ago. Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption, it should be a simple matter for him.
That's true. It does look like his odds of winning are pretty high.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we just be letting him have all the fun? As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable arrangement from happening. I'm off.
Oke. Nggak team up ya si
I'll get
Kaveh
going as
sama
well.
Karusen.
See you later.
How are you feeling? I think I'm okay. But I'll take things slowly for now.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry. That's what the rules say. While this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices, it's also testing your
Jadi
ability to
ngetes
survive in tough
survivalnya juga ya.
conditions.
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected. So we'll
Kasian
either need
banget
to
Layla.
find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to save our energy and wait for an opportunity. Okay, I'll head out shortly. Thanks a lot, Nilu.
You're welcome. Please take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody.
Tinggal si
So,
head guy
who
kemana
should we
anjir.
visit this time? Let Paimon think. Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Kainari's the favorite to win? Let's go look for him first.
Oke. Ngecek timery dulu. Langsung kita mulai act 2 ya, beginning and ending. Awal dan akhir. Oke. Kita cari timery lewat sini. Oke. Nggak ditandain guys, suruh cari sendiri, tapi udah ada ininya sih, udah ada trackernya sih.
Hey, Tainari? Tainari! Huh? Weird. The locator says that he should be around here somewhere. Tainari! Can you hear us?
He's over there. Wah, buat turu.
You're right. Huh? Oh no. It looks like he's fainted. We have to help him. Tainari, are you okay?
It's so hot.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat.
Kepanasan anjir.
Are you not
Nggak
used
pernah
to
ke
getting around
padang
in the desert?
pasir pasti.
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started feeling dizzy. My ancestors, the Voluka Shuna, were originally from the
Oh,
desert.
tapi nenek moyangnya
But
dari
I
padang
guess this
pasir
is what
katanya.
happens when a species migrates. They become intolerant of their original environment.
This isn't the time for a history lesson. Let's get you some water.
Humans. Such fragile beings.
Dia kan bukan
Your
manusia
bodies
anjir.
can't even survive extreme changes in the environment. Here, take this. Let him drink it.
Dia kan mesin anjir. Gak masalah, gak makan, gak minum. Oh, sininya harus diklik anjir.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Hey! You're leaving already? Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to? Anyway, let's focus on helping Tainari drink some water first.
I'm feeling a little better now. Thanks, you two.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us. Just now.
Found you at last.
Ya, Sino dari sini juga.
I was
Makanya kuat.
concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru village and rest.
Oke, Tainari
So you're backing
diskualifikasi.
Yes,
KO.
I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still have a chance to turn things around later. Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
A wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru village.
It's fine. I can make it back on my own.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you back to Aru village.
Oke, kita bawa balik orang ini, si Tainari. Udah KO dia, guys. Kita ketemu Layla. Loh, mana kok kosong gindang? Di mana ini? What the fuck? Bawah ya. Mana sih, guys? Kacau ini. Loh. Udah ke tempatnya Layla tadi. Benar-benar what's happening? Ngebug kah? Kan ada jalan. Wah, kacau ini. Ini rusak kah, guys? What's happened? Kan ada jalan ya. Oh, itu dia suruh ketemu Layla. Anjir. Layla kesasar juga kah Layla?
How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
There's some shade here, so we can stop for a while.
All right, let's do that.
Temu Layla.
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you. Oh, hey, Layla. Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a while. What about you? Are you all done already?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to withdraw from this round. Sino and the Traveler are escorting me back to Aru village.
Withdraw? Can you even do that?
Mau nyerah
I believe
juga
the rules
Layla
do
kayaknya.
provide for such a situation. Alhaitham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in disqualification from the round.
Didn't I ask you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out. And now I'm backing out while I can. When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared. By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be all right?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after resting here for a while.
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry. I'm just...
Feeling the pressure?
You can tell?
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the Ratawahis Darshan in the championship. Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now I don't know how to deal with all the expectations they've put on me. Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time. So I feel like I have to live up to their expectations somehow.
So their expectations are putting pressure on you.
Yes.
Masa tertekan.
Actually,
Ya, punya
I
tanggung
heard
jawab
that
besar
you were
untuk
voted in
menang.
as well, Tainari. How do you deal with it?
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
I understand. Thanks for your advice.
I'm absolutely parched after talking so much.
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru village, so I can go the rest of the way myself. You should get back to the competition. Don't you want to win that limited edition card?
Yes. All right then. Your spirit will live on through me.
Hey, don't talk like that. I'm not dead, Sino. Everyone, I'll be heading back now. See you after the round ends.
Oke. Tainari menyerah terus ngasih pejangan ke
I'll
Layla
continue searching for the
biar
ley
nggak
line
tertekan.
disruptors.
Biar apa ya? Udah enjoy aja, udah ikut-ikutan aja. Maksudnya
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
apa namanya?
Yeah, I feel like
Mereka
some
yang
of the weight has been
apa
taken off my
namanya?
shoulders after chatting with Tainari.
Yang nunjuk
It's
kamu
been
jadi
a
ini nggak
long
ngerasain
time
kok
since I
udah
first
just
left
play
my hometown to come to the academia, and every day here has
dan
been
lakukan yang
so
terbaik aja
precious.
gitu loh.
But of
Kalau
course,
kalah
there
ya
have been
udah,
some rough
sans.
times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power to barely finish. Each of those things are like huge boulders barreling at me, forcing me to continue running forward. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up. Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me.
Iya.
You're our good friends,
penting
which
udah
is
lakukan
why
yang
you didn't
terbaik
stop
aja.
him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
That's right. No need to feel so down.
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this competition. I don't have any now, but I'll give that some thought. Anyway,
Kayak apa
I won't
tujuannya
take up
ikut?
any more of your time. You still have to record the other contestants' progress, don't you? Perhaps they've had some breakthroughs while we've been chatting.
True. We should go look for the others. Now, who's left? Tainari's dropped out for the round, and we just saw Sino.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing. I've heard that she's quite knowledgeable about the desert, so she's probably made some progress by now.
Okay, let's go look for Faruzan.
Oke, sekarang kita cek Faruzan. Yang terakhir ke kafe paling. Oke, kita ambil ini dulu guys, buah-buah untuk Faruzan. Susah anjir carinya hyena berry ini. Dikit, nggak susah sih guys, tapi dikit anjir. Apa gua yang males ekspor aja ya? Mana itu buat Faruzan sama Layla ya, butuhnya banyak. Terus Deya kayaknya pakai itu juga deh, apa Kindis ya, kok gua lupa. Oh bukan Layla ding, kayaknya Faruzan sama Kindis. Deya paling juga harus pakai itu.
Hey, Faruzan, have you made any progress?
Ah, you're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here.
Oh, you found the ley line disruptor already?
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally, so I followed it all the way here. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
You're a true expert, Madam Faruzan. You know what to do right away.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari? Oh? And why's that?
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh.
Nggak
I
kuat
didn't think
di
he would have such a
padang pasir.
weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training. What about the others? Is that Ratawa's girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and as for Hakai, well,
Who knows what he's
who knows
thinking?
what he's thinking.
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a ley line disruptor yet?
Byron doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now. Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see how he's faring now.
Oke, kita ke kafe. Oke, nggak ada teleport ke sana sial. Barang. Aduh, kupu-kupu, anjir nggak ada yang kena dong, what the fuck. Apa ini kok ada hewan-hewannya?
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me.
Diikutin.
You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you that. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find what I'm looking for. Mirak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Namanya merak anjir.
Kaveh, there you are. Faruzan told us to come see how you're doing. What
Ada
are you up
musuh
to?
anjir.
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows. I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds. Now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply.
Merak.
Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal thingy yours?
That's right. This is my toolbox, Mirak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy. Hey there! Can you understand us?
Vice here with you.
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His
Ini
technology
teknologinya
still
King
isn't fully
Deshret,
understood,
anjir.
and Kasharawar has many different opinions on this topic. Our current theories
kali
cannot
ya,
explain
yang
such mysteries.
mungkin itu
Upon seeing
teknologi yang
such a rare,
sama. Iya, emang yang sama kan, guys, yang dari Kanrea, yang hidupin ruin god itu juga kan.
Sometime back, I wanted to make an
Tapi ini
automated
yang
case
Cina
that could
kalau
store
ruin
my
god kan
offloaded items.
ngamuk
With
ya.
that core, I created Merak.
Tapi
It can't
soalnya
understand
ruin god
commands
itu
that are
emang
too complex,
ditugasin
but it
buat
can serve as
jaga
my
sih.
assistant and help me with
Makanya
things
mereka
like
pasti akan
mapping and
melawan
surveying.
gitu. Nggak kayak si
Most
siapa
importantly,
namanya
can't
yang
talk,
punyanya
so
si
it can't
Jet
give
tuh,
me any attitude.
Ben-Ben. Nah, Ben-Ben sama Merak ini juga
Oh yes.
gue yakin
Thanks for
dari
helping hide the
Kanrea
fact that I
juga
live at
gitu.
Alhaitham's place earlier.
Maksudnya ilmunya dari Kanrea kan
Sorry.
emang King Deshret kan dapat ilmu dari
I
Kanrea
hope
terus
this
kan
season
dapat
of my life
kutukan
ends
itu.
soon, so I can get things back on track. Things just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine.
Oh, ibunya
Maybe it
nikah
all
lagi
started
terus
when
ke
I spoke to
Fontaine toh.
Alhaitham in the library. Or maybe it's because constructing the Palace of
Kan
Alcazar's
bapaknya emang
array
udah
burned
nggak
through
ada,
my
guys.
funds. I'm still paying off the debt
Siapa tahu
from
ntar di
that
Fontaine
one.
ketemu ibunya gitu.
Oh, when's this going to end? Now that I think about it, I guess we're all unlucky here. It's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption. Okay, let me get you all out.
Kave, aren't you going to look for the ley line disruptors?
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I? Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. I'll get back to searching once I get them out of here. Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Oke, Cafe bawa
Kave looks like
Fox-nya
he's
juga.
conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help.
Berarti
Paimon's
dia orang yang
always felt
baik
like he's
gitu.
the type
Dia
who
pengen
easily
menang
gets
tapi dia
himself
juga
into tough spots.
nggak bisa apa namanya.
Paimon doesn't mean this in an
Nggak
insulting
bisa
way,
kalau nggak
but
bantu
he seems like the kind
orang
of
yang
guy
susah
who'd be really easy to take advantage of.
atau makhluk hidup yang susah.
Whoa, someone's done already. Paimon also wants to know. Let's go back and ask Alhaitham.
Oke, udah ada yang menyelesaikan tantangannya. Sekarang kita balik ke Aru Village ya. Dan mungkin ini bakal jadi ending untuk apa namanya? Untuk Act 2 ya, paling. Maybe. So kita langsung saja ke lokasi lomba. Oh, Saino duluan. Wow. Ya dia udah terbiasa di sini banget sih.
Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
Ooh, so Sino was the quickest.
I am from Spontamod, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be particularly difficult for me.
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind us, I won't lose to anyone. That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts right now.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
Oh wow, it's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water. It'll only get harder from here on out.
Something similar happened in King of Invocations.
What a classic.
What a classic.
Any thoughts on that, Alhaitham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
Nero obviously wasn't asking about
Kan bukan
that.
soal King of
Deserts are much more dangerous
Invocations.
at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor will be.
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari forfeited, and Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Menyerah juga. Udah ngapain dia?
Paimon can't understand what he's thinking at all. But, like Alhaitham said, this round's almost over. Let's go see what the other contestants are doing.
Oke. Kita ke Layla aja. yang dekat guys. Layla kayaknya masih belum berpindah dari tempatnya ya. Malah turu jangan-jangan. Mana sih tadi jalannya? Bukan turun lagi ya. Tapi udah nggak di tempat sebelumnya, lebih dalam. Kok hilang? Lah, Lailanya hilang anjir. Kita kelewat guys. Oh itu dia. Anjir dicari-cari lah. Enggak. Udah malam pula.
Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring? Well, in that case, let's take a short breather here. The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your face because of all the sand in it. Has anyone finished this round yet?
Sino's already shut one down. Have you made any progress yet?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind, and I realized something.
What was that?
My fellow Retawahist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons, and maybe a lot of them only picked me because they wanted to watch me make a fool of myself.
Jadi milih Layla buat
be that as it
lihat
may, I believe that a
kebodohan
lot of them
Layla.
genuinely do expect great things from me, and I
Pengen
want to live
ngebully
up
lah.
to their expectations. I don't want them to regret putting my name down.
Huh? But doesn't thinking like that put a lot of pressure on you?
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But now I've thought about it, I don't feel like this is something I have to do. Instead, it's something I want to do. That may not sound like a huge difference to you, but it's helped me relax a lot. So don't worry about me.
Well, that's great!
Also, now that I've relaxed, I'm suddenly really sleepy. I think I'll just take a quick nap. Just a quick one.
Nah, turu anjir.
But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla. She's really a bundle of nerves, isn't she?
Wait, you're...
Duh, kok berubah?
Good to see you too. It's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing here again? Finding a ley line disruptor, was it? Let me see.
Kayak bipolar gitu anjir.
Looks like she's basically gathered all the information
Jadi
she
kayak
needs.
makanya mungkin kenapa dia pas bangun merasa capek banget karena sebenarnya ya badannya masih gerak, lihat tuh. Ya kan? Oh. Itulah makanya kenapa dia ini po ya.
Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow, similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits?
Ya kan?
Itulah
makanya kenapa pas dia bangun masih kerasa capek kan. Follow the other ley line.
Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know.
Pas Layla yang asli tidur terus jadi Layla lebih serius. Itulah makanya kenapa dia pas bangun masih kerasa capek kali ya, karena badannya masih gerak, masih aktivitas itu.
Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still.
Let me see. It should be here, I think.
Okay. Kalau kita pas ini milih Farusan,
This should be it, right?
apakah Farusan yang menang ya guys? Aku juga
That
nggak tahu
should
ini.
restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Nice work.
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up. She'll
Suaranya
probably
beda
wake
pula.
up soon.
Suaranya
No doubt
maksudnya
she'll be a
orangnya
little
sama tapi
disoriented at
nadanya
first,
beda.
but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor. Will you be staying here for a while? Or are you going to check on the other contestants?
Oh, time to check our locator. Whoa, it looks like Kaveh and Farozan are headed towards the same place.
Perhaps
Rebutan
they're about
lagi
to
ini.
find the last disruptor. Also, speaking of Kaveh, he's an interesting one.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Apa maksudnya
Before the
menarik
second
nih?
round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. Sometimes you just have to endure them as best you can until they run their course. But the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other selves. She
Dia
just
pun mengakui
hadn't found
dirinya
what
yang
she wanted
lain,
to do
anjir
at the
kayak
moment,
Yuki
which
anjir.
is why she felt lost. Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He's convinced that he has to win, and yet he still seems conflicted. He doesn't have a second
Ini Yami
personality,
Leila
but
anjir. Yami
somehow
Leila.
he still seems that he's at odds with himself in some way. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside, only sorrow. Still, who knows? He must be more experienced than me. Maybe he's just better at dealing with it all than I am. Oh, but back to the topic of wrapping up. Shouldn't you be getting back to the action to record how everything plays out? Last one, then the round's over.
Oh, true. Okay then, guess I'll be going now. We'll keep everything you said in mind. Kaveh and Farozan were super confident.
Diri Leila yang lain anjir. Keren.
But between the two of them, who's going to get there first? Let's head over quick.
Kupu-kupu. Anjir, kok nggak kena? Anjir, what the fuck? Oh, dapat satu dong. Ini mah tempat kafe yang tadi. Sebelum kafe nganterin rubah-rubah. Wih, enggak ding, di atas nih. Wah, kacau ini. Sekolah. Oke. Itu dia.
Happy to oblige. It should be around here.
Finally found it.
Bareng pula.
Kaveh? Are you?
Kita diserang
Madam Faruzan.
pasukan
And here I thought
Hermits
you would have
anjir.
finished this round by now.
Farozan, Kaveh!
Tadi gebukin anjir.
Looks like Layla's already done.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
Kainari and Hakai forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left. Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin. I fell down
nemuin
pretty deep and it was
reruntuhan aja.
completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the surface.
That's actually
Really impressive.
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, Madam Faruzan.
What about you? Why are you so late?
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked
Pingsan.
out. Probably from the heat, you know? When I woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous situation. You said you were familiar with the desert. The way you handle problems... It does feel rather at odds with your title as a genius.
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. It was my decision. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it either. My conscience would have weighed on me.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then.
Okay.
Well, this is indeed it. Of that there is no doubt. But how shall we count the score this time? What is it, youngster? You seem relieved.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that this round's finally over. There shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village. Paimon thinks you'll both need some water and rest.
Oke, kita balik dulu ke Aru Village ya. Tuh, aku lupa kalau di sini ada rumah, guys. Ada Pak Avan, ada rumah di sini. Dan di sini ada peti-peti banyak nih. Aku nggak bawa angin pula. Males gantinya, nanti aja lah, guys. Oke, hari kedua sudah beres ya.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Farazan? Huh? Where's Madame Farazan?
Sekarang Madame
She
Farazan
went to
yang
get
ngalah.
water. She'll be back shortly.
Apa enggak?
We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
You get caught up in something so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything. Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck.
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Diundi lagi ya.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
Oke.
I got it. Did you see that? I won.
Yang dapat kafe.
Congratulations! Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for the better!
Apa sih main lots tuh? Main dadu kah?
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points are yours.
And with that, our second round is done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are our victorious contestants. As for the current standings, let me see. Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Farazan, Kaveh, and Hakai. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up before then, everyone. I heard that some
besok
stalls at the
final
Wisdom
lah,
Pool are
oke.
debuting new games. So
Cuma
feel free to drop by if you're interested.
games ternyata.
Otherwise, see you next round.
Oke. Oh, sudah beres, cuman masih ada lanjutan kemana nih? Balik ke... Oke. Peringkat pertama Layla sama Sino dengan 4 poin. Terus yang 3 poin itu Tainari, kalau nggak salah. Terus ada kafe, ada astagfirullah. Ada kafe, ada Farusan sama Hedka yang kayaknya belum ada poinnya. Oke, tapi masih ada masalah. Nah, di deskripsi apa namanya? Di deskripsi misinya ya, questnya ya. Ketemu Dori lagi kah?
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally? Did something happen?
What's
Don't
happened?
you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier,
Ya, mana
we might
Aing
have caught
tahu
sight
kan
of some
baru
mercs
pertama
in
kali
business.
ngerasain anjir.
Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to shop, but no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassinations.
We eavesdropped on them for a while.
Okay.
Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
Ada orang yang mengincar Sachin.
Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony?
Sachin tuh ini guys yang
the sponsor behind the
ya sponsornya guys.
And the diadem of knowledge, but he hasn't shown himself at all.
Jangan-jangan yang rambut putih itu si
Sounds like a rich
Sachin
person, all
anjir.
right. It makes sense now. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, so a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the rich. In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this nets them enough mora to take it easy for a while.
The extravaganza has
Dalam
brought
bahaya
many
kayaknya si
tourists to
Sachin
Sumeru
guys.
City all at
Sudah
once.
tua ini kayaknya.
So it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved. Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Amatra? Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremites' reputation is going to get even worse if these scumbags succeed. But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here, too. But thinking like this isn't doing anything. Let's just go find Amatra.
Oke, kita lapor dulu. Udah orang-orang mencurigakan. Gitu. Tolong, tolong, tolong.
Hey, isn't that the Matra we investigated, Siraj?
Hello, both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report?
Kita ceritain ke Arif.
Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin.
Nah,
Goodness.
udah merencanakan
Though
untuk
I suppose it's not all that surprising.
menculik Sachin.
The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor. He's seen as one of these super rich types.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you send some people to protect him?
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to contact him. Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate. Assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the
katanya
Eremites
Sachin
in
itu
question
tetap
must have heard about
mengawasi.
that as well, and decided to
Nah,
come
tapi
here and
gimana
try
orangnya?
their luck.
So, they shouldn't know where Sachin is either, right?
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra
Masih
Sino
dalam
is still on
liburan.
vacation, so I'll handle this. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna get very far in Sumeru City these days. I have my ways of forcing them out into the open. All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well? The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety. I mean, you could task all the Matra and the whole Core of 30 with someone's protection, but if the client doesn't show themselves, there's nothing we can do to help them.
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too, but where should we start?
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Al-Haytham has now stepped
Orang
down from
susah
his
ini
post as
susah
acting Grand
banget
Sage and is back to being a
orang
scribe
kaya
again.
orang susah.
Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
Good idea. Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza venue and see if we can find him.
Wah, Jan, Paemon nih emang idenya minta ampun anjir. Udah biar diurus polisi, napa dah? Kenapa harus kita ya? Kan ada polisi, ada Matra. Masa tidak berguna? Wih, ada Nilu. Nilu dulu dong.
Hey, Nilu, have you seen Alhaitham anywhere?
Alhaitham? Why, what is it?
We're trying to track down someone and we need him to pull up some records for us.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't know where he went. He's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where he'll be going.
Huh. Yeah, actually, that sounds about right for him.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work?
Maybe he went home.
Maybe. Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here, so we might as well check it out.
Kalau kita pilih tavern, dia di tavern nggak ya? Ini aja belum tentu dia di rumah sih guys. Tapi kayaknya dia bukan orang yang minum-minum gitu deh. Jadi gua rasa emang dia bakal balik ke rumah gitu. Kita ke rumahnya. Nah, oh mungkin ini ya, makanya kita suruh nyelesain world quest-nya, story quest-nya dulu ya. Loh, bukannya rumahnya ini? Kok jadi pindah atas? Kayaknya rumahnya bawah sih. Kok jadi pindah sini? Apa gue yang salah?
Let's try knocking.
Knock knock.
No answer? Maybe no one's home.
Lagi.
Hello? Alhaitham? Are you in? We need your help with something.
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kabe, you're home.
Come on in. I'll get the door for you.
Ada apa ini? Ada scene apakah ini guys?
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him while you're at home?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here looking for him? Most people have better things to do.
Fair enough. So do you know where he is at the moment?
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house. I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. My luck's on the rise. But him, being him... Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. What does he mean, manner becoming of an upperclassman? What, am I supposed to earn the title of upperclassman now? And he didn't stop there. He said, I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've managed to make it to this age without acknowledging the proverbial elephant in the room of your life.
Yeah, that does sound like something Alhaitham would say.
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. He finds a way to infuriate me every single time. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used to doing his own cleaning and tidying from now on. See those perfectly hung paintings on the walls? They're coming with me too. If his life wasn't utterly devoid of artistic sensibility already, it certainly will be after today.
Wait, you're moving out already? But the competition isn't even over yet. How can you afford it?
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to buy it and move my things right in. It'll take me 3 days tops to move out of here for good. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the 3rd round, I will win. I will emerge triumphant. You'll see.
Well, we'll be rooting for you. But are you sure you'll be alright?
In what way?
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious personality flaws too.
Oh, we didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Farozan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that?
Kenapa kamu merasa bersalah?
Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of the desert, for example. Was that really worth it?
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhaitham's help with, anyway? Sachin. Huh. He did actually mention a Sachin recently. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. He even suggested that I should take a look, but I didn't. Give me a moment. Let me go find them.
Jadi udah ini juga si Alhaitam juga udah ngecek soal Sachin nih.
Ah, this is the one. Here, take it.
You sure he'd be okay with this?
With taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever he pleases. And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he just left them on the side. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine, I promise.
Cool, if you say so. Okay, let's see what he's got on Sachin.
Mana tabelnya anjir? Kacau. Lah. Ya Allah. Oke, Sachin lahir dari keluarga kaya. Bla bla bla, bapaknya merchant di Sumeru. Gede. Umur 9 tahun, ikut Fahumana atau kelasnya akademia, dapat nilai bagus. Terus umur 15 tahun lulus pertama dari kelasnya. Oke, dipuji-puji sama Sage. Umur 16 mulai research. Terus dia ke Rainforest, terus 23 tahun bapaknya meninggal. Sachin balik terus ngejalanin bisnis bapaknya. Terus umur 25 si Sachin ini lagi ke desert lagi ya. Oke, terus umur 32 balik ke Sumeru City lagi, sempat di Aru Village juga. Oke, tapi pas balik ke Sumeru City dia kayak kena mental gitu. Oke, dia ngunci dirinya sendiri di kamar dan nggak ngerespon apa-apa. Oke, umur 33 dia mempercayakan semua propertinya ke akademia, ngedonasiin semuanya ke akademia. Oke. Minimum 30% revenue greatness from the... Oke, 30% revenue dari bisnisnya dikasih ke Interdarsan Championship. Oke. Terus dia ngedonasiin sebagian bla bla bla. Oke. saat kontraknya Sajin kembali ke desert untuk menginvestigasi lagi, mungkin risetnya yang dulu ya, tapi terus nggak ada kata-kata lagi dari dia. Banyak beberapa orang yang klaim kalau ngeliat dia di desert, tapi nggak ada yang bisa dipastikan kebenarannya. Itu udah 20 tahun sejak dia pergi ke desert, jadi berarti umurnya sekarang sekitar udah 53-an tahun ya, 50-an tahun lah ya. Jadi entah ada apa sama Sajin di saat ini ya, di saat dia ngeresearch ya, nggak tahu dia ngeresearch apa itu.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's
Langsung pengen anjir.
more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's Array, except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister!
You're right. First I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment.
Okay.
There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did Al-Haytham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. Two phrases have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And diadem of knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. That's a rough translation anyway. I can't guarantee it's 100% accurate. There's another smaller line of text underneath. Huh. Why would he bring that up?
Wow. It's so cool that you can actually read this script.
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization.
Aduh,
I
kayaknya kena
had to
efek King
familiarize
of
myself
Desert
a little with this
juga,
script
guys.
at the time.
Si
Oh,
Sajin kayaknya.
interesting. So, any idea what
Jadi
Al-Haytham
mentalnya
meant by
kena.
all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here. Yeah, you better catch those crooks. But until then, let's just head out for a stroll.
Oke, terus kemana lagi nih kita? Oke, jadi sudah beres seperti itu untuk Act 2. Jadi Act 3 itu bakal jadi ini ya, jadi ending ya, karena hari terakhir kompetisi juga, biasanya juga endingnya juga di hari ketiga. Dan biasanya emang kalau event story quest gini juga cuma 3-4 biasanya. Cuman kalau 4-5-6 ya nggak tahu sih. Kita lihat aja besok. Yang jelas Act 2 berisi tentang perlombaan hari kedua, terus yang menang Saino, disusul Layla sama si Cafe. Nah, terus kita masih penasaran soal Sajin atau kemungkinan besar orang tua yang kita lihat di pas pembukaan yang rambutnya putih. Nah, terus dikabarin sama Dehya sama si Candice kalau ada beberapa air mage yang mau menculik si Sajin ya, karena Sajin kaya itu kan. Nah, terus kita ke rumahnya Al-Haytham dan kita dapat catatan dari si Sajin tadi, perjalanan hidupnya Sajin sampai di umur yang sekarang, yang dia sepertinya sih kena efek-efek King Deshret gitu sih guys, jadi kayak pikirannya kena gitu. Tapi kita lihat aja besok akan terkuak seperti apa. So hari ini sampai di sini aja, besok akan dilanjutkan lagi untuk Act ketiga ya. So hari ini sampai di situ aja, kita lanjutkan kembali besok, dan sampai berjumpa besok and have a good day. Bye bye.